Today we're going to give an overview of the Illinois RapidVent emergency ventilator. It is a flow-driven, pressure-generated emergency vent. Here we have our pop-off valve. Pressures greater than 60 centimeters of pressure will trigger the pop-off valve and the extra pressure will be released. This is the patient connection. This is where once we have tested the generator, tested the flow, tested the pressure, we will connect to the patient. This piece is where we have our oxygen inlet. We will actually use what we call a Christmas tree or an oxygen connector, screw onto this piece here, and connect to our 50 psi gas source. For this ventilator to work, it requires around 25 liters of flow to be able to pressurize and create what we need for ventilation. Within the device, we also have a pressure manometer. This will allow us to physically see and measure the pressure that's being generated and delivered to the patient. On this side of the ventilator, we have two knobs. The round knob is our rate adjustment. So as you turn it in, the rate will go slower. As you turn it out, the rate will go faster. That is what we will adjust to achieve between 10 and 12 breaths per minute. The other knob is our pressure knob. This is the knob that we will turn to achieve our PIP, or peak inspiratory pressure. That allows us to increase ventilation, increase chest rise to appropriately ventilate the patient. To assemble the Illinois RapidVent, we're going to take our green Christmas tree and hook that onto our gas inlet. This allows us to give 100% FiO2 from our 50 psi gas source. You will also have your 7-foot good old oxygen tubing where we will connect it to our gas inlet. And then the other end we are going to connect to our flow meter to our 50 psi wall gas source. Turn up your flow meter to flush. That allows you to achieve up to potentially 40 liters of flow per minute. As we have flow going through the device, you're going to take your test lung. We are currently using the Draeger. You can use whatever you have in house. It's totally fine. And we're going to connect it to the patient inlet. As we connect it, we see that we're starting to get what we would call patient chest rise by the increase and decrease of the test lung. So once you have the settings that you are happy with, you've adjusted your PIP, you've adjusted your breath rate. Remember, we're initially going to start off with 25 for our PIP and a breath rate between 10 and 12 breaths per minute. You will take off your test lung and hook directly to the endotracheal tube.